Chapter 10. On Gratitude for God's Grace. Why do you seek rest here when you are born to work? Dispose yourself to patience rather than to comfort, and to carry the cross rather than to enjoyment. What temporal person would not gladly receive spiritual consolations if such a person could keep them always? Spiritual consolations far surpass all worldly enjoyments and bodily pleasures. For all worldly delights are either empty or unclean. But spiritual joys alone are delightful and honest, since they spring from virtue and are instilled by God into a pure soul. But no persons can enjoy these devout comforts for as long as they wish, for the time of temptation is never long absent. False freedom of mind and over self-confidence are a great hindrance to heavenly visits. God does well in sending the grace of comfort, but human beings do ill in not returning all to God with thanks. Therefore, these gifts of grace cannot flow in us because of our ingratitude to the giver, in not returning all to Him, the source. Grace is always given to the person who is grateful, and God readily gives to the humble what is taken from the proud. I want no consolation that takes from me contrition, nor any contemplation that leads to presumption. All that is high in human eyes is not necessarily holy, nor is every desire pure, nor is everything dear to us always pleasing to God. I gladly accept that grace which makes me more humble and prudent, and more ready to deny myself. Those who have been taught by the gift of grace and chastened by the scourge of its withdrawal will not dare to think that any good comes by their own doing, and will openly confess that they are poor and naked. Therefore, give to God what is His, and to yourself what is yours. That is, thank God for His graces, and blame yourself for your sins, realizing that the punishment due to them is yours alone. Always set yourself in the lowest place, and you will be given the highest. For the highest cannot exist without the lowest. The saints who are highest in God's sights are the least in their own. And the more glorious they are, the more humble they are in heart, full of truth and heavenly joy, and not desirous of vain glory. Being grounded and confirmed in God, they can in no way be proud. They who ascribe to God whatever good they have received do not seek glory from one another, but only that glory which is from God. And the desire of their hearts is that God be praised in Himself and in all His saints, and to this end they always tend. Be grateful, therefore, for the least gift, and you will be worthy to receive more. Regard the least gift as the greatest, and the most contemptible as a special prize. For if you consider the dignity of the giver, no favor will seem small or valueless. Nothing is small that comes from the Most High God. Indeed, even if He sends punishment and affliction, we should accept it with gratitude. For whatever He permits to happen to us is always with our salvation in view. If you desire to keep the grace of God, be thankful when it is given to you, patient when it is withdrawn. Pray that it may return. Be humble and cautious that you do not lose it.